So a quick review of Stickman Parkour. So as you can see, it's got a reasonable pace to it. So I've got a couple of levels here that I sort of just ran through. And I mean, it does get the pace up, and it's a nice little fun game when you sort of first start. There's a few things to dodge, so obviously don't hit the red, don't hit the big saws, as you would imagine. They kill you. So you get 3 lives for each level you get. The one thing I would say is there's a lot of advertisement in this game, which is fair enough, though. I mean, they've got to make their money somehow. It's a free game to download, so it's always going to come with ads. It's always the way. So when you're running about, it is fairly high-paced. The thing that I find, though, is in amongst this high-paced nature, it's actually a fairly easy game. So if you're looking for any sort of challenge whatsoever, this probably isn't the game for you. If you want a minute or two, a couple of minutes sitting on the bus or waiting for a bus to come, something like that, it's probably a game to jump into and sort of get started. But if you're looking for any sort of challenge, it's probably not the game that you want to pick. The big disappointment I find from the game is just honestly how easy it is. So you obviously run left and right, and then you've got your jump button and you've got crawl or slide. So obviously you can double jump like that, or you can sort of slide. And then one of the coolest things is the wall jumps. They're so cool. Honestly, every time I sort of come to a spot that requires double jumping through the wall is cool. But the problem is you've got a slide function, so that's it there. And then that's really the only time you use it is if you accidentally press the button. There is no level that I came through that actually required you to slide under anything. You can slide under stuff, but it's not really necessary. So it's kind of a redundant sort of feature. Like, it's cool to do, but if you're not required to actually use it, then what is really the point? So I guess really the game is all right. It keeps you entertained for a few minutes. It's certainly not something I'd want to pay for, and yeah, it is what it is. So there is some highlights of some of the bit harder sections. The main issue, I guess, well, another main issue, there seems to be a few. So that wall jumping, that's just cool. So jump wall to wall straight up, that's just cool. So the main issue I sort of find with it is, along with these sections of sort of, it's meant to be, I assume, a high-paced game. That's sort of the nature of parkour, I guess. But then you have massive sections where you just run in a straight line. So you just run, and you're just sort of sitting there going, why am I running? Like, why did they bother to make this level so long? Why didn't they just have the level end when you finish jumping? It's just frustrating. So you've got a few little things that you can climb up the wall, stuff like that. You've got saws, avoid those, and get the stars is sort of the main aim of the game. Other than that, there's not really much to it, to be completely honest. It's an easy game, and it gets the job done for a few minutes or so. But in all honesty, I wouldn't recommend spending any more time, and that's sort of my honest review of it. So hopefully gives you a bit of an idea of what to expect. Thanks very much. Bye.